Hello there. From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 17. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and co-host, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody?
Our Big Thunder topic of the week is Pirates of the Caribbean. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, I'm not doing that. I can't hear you. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Trammin episode 17. Thank you, as always, for joining us. Let's start off the show by dusting off our iPads with some
Mousekeeping. Jesus, that is convenient.
Yeah,
That's cool. All right. So first and foremost, please follow our Trammin podcast Instagram. It'll really help us out. We like talking to everyone who listens. And yeah. Like I said, like all of our posts if you can, share them. We appreciate anything that you guys do on our Instagram. Secondly, give us some nice reviews if you can on all podcasting, I guess, platforms.
iTunes has it, or
Yeah, iTunes has
there's
it.
the purple podcast app, because people don't know iTunes is a thing anymore. And then does Spotify have
I don't think
reviews?
Spotify has reviews. Yeah, but
I don't know if there's a review section.
Yeah, because somebody gave us 1 star on iTunes.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Maybe it was a competing podcast. Yeah, that Disney community gets toxic
It
sometimes.
really does. It really does. But yeah. If you're in any of those podcast apps, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on auto downloads, and listen to us weekly. And we are into one of our newer segments, Kirk's Disneyland Movie of the Week. Did you watch your movie this week?
I watched Moana this week.
Hey.
No,
What'd
that's
you
the
think?
chicken's name.
Hey, it is. It is. What'd you think?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like is...
Please don't say The Rock.
No, he was great.
Yeah,
He was
he
great.
was
I
great.
like The Rock.
Yeah. Cool guy.
No spoilers. Just like in the final act, the first failure, you always have to fail once and then go back. It slowed down a little too much. But overall, I think I liked it more than Frozen 2.
You know what really interested me about Moana when I first saw it? I noticed there was no love, like a love thing. You know what I mean? Like you took the same English class I did in high school. There was no love archetype.
Like romance.
A romance archetype. That really interesting.
So right off the bat, the RJ shout out of the week. That's the one thing he didn't like about the movie. I hate romantic plot lines. I absolutely hate them. They're almost always unnecessary. RJ, like his love of a movie almost hinges on that. What the romance was like.
Yeah.
And there was none of that. But I like that.
That it really interested me because every single princess movie or every single movie that is from Disney Animation has a pretty heavy romance plot line. This one had nothing.
Yeah, and this was after the original Frozen, right?
It was.
With Frozen, the whole point was like, here's the twist on the love thing, and the true love's kiss is like, oh, look how different it is. And this one is like...
But you still had Kristoff and Anna.
Yeah, but that was like really subtle.
Yeah.
That was like I think that was kind of showing how it should be organic rather than
Yeah.
And apparently, did you tell me they added they made Hans the villain last minute or something? Someone said that he wasn't originally the villain.
So there was no villain originally?
I don't know.
Because that's one of the best parts of Frozen, in my opinion.
Apparently the whole thing was different originally, but I don't know much about that. But I like how this one, where instead of like okay, I love like the finally we have strong female characters, but instead of the whole point, like she's not strong because she said no to a romance. She's strong on her own. There is no like, I don't want to marry him or whatever. Like there was none of that. It was just like, and not that there's anything wrong with those plot lines either, but it's just like, no, we're not showing you, look how obviously she's not like other girls thing. Like, that's dumb. This is just like, no, this is Moana. This is just who she is. There is like she's just treated like everyone else, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Where it was, even from the beginning, there was no weird conflict of her being a woman and becoming chief. It was just like,
here's
Moana,
a responsibility.
Yeah, it's like, Moana, you're going to be chief next, and
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, no, that's just how the tribe is.
Right.
There's no, yeah.
Like
there wasn't, I thought that was cool. So, yeah, I like that there was no romance, because then it just like, the story isn't about that. The story is about like everything else.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much of a musical as Frozen is.
It wasn't.
Almost wasn't at all. There
but
was like,
the songs are memorable though.
Yeah.
Very, very memorable.
Although, what's the main song? How Far I'll Go?
Yeah.
It's got like 3-4 versions of it. It's like the reprise, and then like the slightly different version of it that changes into
great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
And then
Lin-Manuel wrote them all.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
See,
cool.
that's why I say he's very talented, but I don't like his rapping
rapping.
style.
Did you watch the I don't know, this was years ago, the Oscars, when it got nominated for the best song of the year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
they did
Lin-Manuel
the number.
rapped over the intro to it.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
he
don't remember
rapped
that.
an introduction to How Far You'll Go. But overall, I think all the songs were great. What can you say? What can I say? You're welcome.
Oh, that was really good.
A great song.
Yeah, and I never knew the context for that,
Yeah.
and it was like even funnier that it was like just how cocky he is,
Mhm. And over the years, I've grown very fond of Shiny, the guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh,
Yeah, it was cool. I was the same. I had the same exact opinion as you did when I first saw it, but 3-4 years later, cool song.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like funny New Zealander.
Mhm.
Are they called Kiwi? I think.
They're Kiwis.
Like it's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their accents and like the way they act, because
Mhm.
it's well, not the way they act. Like he's kind of like Taika, like his attitude.
Very, very much so.
His character was a lot like Korg.
From
The-
Thor Ragnarok.
Well, I know Korg is very like reserved, but the maybe the aloofness, like
Yeah.
just the way he's very like flippant about things, like I don't know, but yeah, and I think it looked better than Frozen 2.
Wow, you think so?
I think so,
Mm.
because everything
It was more God, what's it?
cohesive.
Cohesive.
Yeah,
There you go.
you're doing the hand motion or whatever. Yeah, I love like tropical Hawaiian imagery,
Mhm.
and I think it looked better. Nothing looked off about it.
Yeah.
Frozen, the characters are just so smooth, man. They're so smooth. And Frozen is a lot of just snow. And I do think
There's a lot of water in this movie.
yes, the water was really good.
Yeah.
I think maybe certain parts of, like, let's say the rocks were like higher quality in Frozen, but then the part where they climb the mountain with the stones, it's got all the first part with her dad.
Mm-hmm.
There's like all the algae growing and like the grass. It's super high quality,
Yeah.
and it looks very nice. I think it was better animated than Frozen. The movie seemed more deliberate instead of like Frozen 2 being a sequel, like
Yeah. Ranking wise, between Moana and Frozen 2.
I like Moana more.
Just flat out, you like it more.
Yeah, but again, I don't think I'd watch it again.
Oh,
I'm not a rewatcher.
Ah,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's
not.
me.
And that's why like it took me a few weeks to get Disney Plus after everyone, because I was like, let me wait till Mando has like 3-4 episodes.
Yeah. Catch up on it.
Because it's like, oh, but all the old Disney movies are on. I'm like, if I've seen it, not watching it again.
I'm like the ultimate rewatcher.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still can't believe the Spider-Man and the
Lord of the Rings.
yeah.
Yeah, I watch it a lot. Next movie.
Oh, you're picking?
No, I'm asking
okay.
you.
What I was flipping through Disney Plus and I saw a few of
We
them.
should keep it in the. Have you seen all the rest of the Disney animation?
I was thinking Zootopia.
You haven't seen Zootopia?
No,
Okay, man, you need to watch it.
I was gonna watch it instead and like surprise you on here, but
Yeah.
I'm like, no, let me do Moana.
Yeah, do Zootopia. Now that's a very relevant movie.
You're saying like stay in the new
Yeah.
3D and work our way back
Yeah, well, not do Pixar. Like stay in Disney animation.
for now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't done many new Pixar movies.
Oh no, like
I-
sequels.
I haven't seen Finding Dory. I haven't seen
Mm.
Good Dinosaur. I haven't seen.
I just watched Good Dinosaur for the first time.
Did you like it?
It was fine.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Cars 2 or 3.
Mm.
I haven't seen Toy Story 4.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, that's a
What else is like new? I don't know. There's a bunch of the new.
Incredibles too.
I saw that. Kayla
Okay.
dragged me to El Capitan, like one of the worst experiences of my life. I hate Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
hanging out with her was cool. We went and ate, whatever. But like
The vibe of Hollywood Boulevard is just
dude,
so scummy.
And there were a bunch of kids in the movie theater, and people were applauding and cheering over Edna Mode's lines. So I didn't even know what she said. I'm gonna say at least 3/4 of her lines I just did not hear. Laughter is fine.
Yeah.
Cheering, stop it.
You know what I think you would like? A drive-in. Have you been to a drive-in?
You can't pause it and go to the bathroom. I paused Moana 4 times,
Oh, that's any movie though.
but I have to go to the bathroom. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
I refilled my water bottle. This is how much water I drink.
I went
And
to
it's a 40-ounce water bottle.
I went to a drive-in for the first time last night, which was awesome.
What'd you see?
Palm Springs. It's a Hulu.
It's on
original.
Hulu.
Yeah, it's a Hulu. But I wanted the experience.
My brother really likes it, and I want to watch it.
I loved it. Loved that movie.
You know what? I had this negative view towards it because the whole time I thought it was the new Pete Davidson movie. But that's
the King of Long Island or something.
Long Island, Palm Springs, And then they're like, no, Andy Samberg. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, get out of here. Okay. So
Zootopia next week?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try.
rewatch also.
I watched Moana last night. So you didn't rewatch Moana though, did you?
No, I didn't. I was very close. Tried to convince my girlfriend to do it. Didn't happen.
All right. So let's get into You're Right with our brand new You're Right corrections music. So,
Ooh.
so we only have one thing on here. I hope this music's loud enough. I guess we'll know. RJ noticed that when you started talking about Lost in the Woods, you're like, oh yeah, and then the moose is behind them, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And RJ's like, okay, his name's Sven, first of all.
Okay.
And he's a reindeer.
I see.
And he's a reindeer. The whole thing.
You're right. You are so right, RJ.
Yeah. So
I
not
am
only
sorry.
you've watched, you are the frozen
I called it a
king.
moose. Oh my god.
A moose, and you forgot his name.
Oh my god.
The moose.
I am ashamed of myself. There are some really cool moose. Moose? Is that the
Yes, it's goose, geese, moose, mooses.
Okay. Oh, mooses.
Yes,
That's the plural.
It's not meese. Or maybe just be moose.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Multiple mooses?
There
I
were-
don't know, man.
Okay, there were 2 in Brother Bear. They were funny.
I know. I saw Brother Bear 2 on there. I'm like, maybe I should watch Brother
Yeah.
Bear. I'll probably get to it.
It's the Canadian moose.
Huh?
They were Canadian.
I
Yeah.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
about this. I'm like,
All
I don't know
they
what
would say
you're talking
A for everything.
about. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
And wait, I do have one more correction I didn't write down. So we in last week's corrections, we
Mhm.
brought up RJ's sequel thoughts. And then
I've been binging the sequels hard.
yeah, and then he's like, Pocahontas marries that. He wrote John Roth.
Okay.
So Rosina, who corrected the cinnamon thing,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, how did you not know? I'm like, I was reading RJ's text. What do I do? It's John Rolfe.
Rolfe?
Rolfe. And he's like a real
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Roth, totally wrong. That's a type of
Eli Roth.
retirement. Sure.
Yeah.
So
It's
Yeah.
a type of retirement.
so that's all we like. That's all we got for corrections music. Or
Oh my
corrections
god.
music.
I'm so upset at myself right now.
But yeah,
A
that's
moose,
that's
reindeer.
that's
Oh
a shame.
god. Yeah, that is bad.
Yeah. All right. That's all we got. So now straight into the news.
Ooh, again. This is cool.
So why does Rain keep saying this is cool? We have these on sound pads and faders now.
Mm.
So that's why we hope it comes in right, because the editing is a little, we're not that experienced yet, but we've used every gimmick on this thing now.
Have we?
We used
We used the Bluetooth?
we used the Bluetooth for the Zoom
The
call.
Zoom call. That's right.
We've used the faders now. We've used all the tools.
Mhm. I haven't used a 4th input, but maybe one
That's
day.
not a gimmick though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I guess we haven't done some USB thing, but now we use the sound pads, which
Mhm.
we used for the promo a couple times with the
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And I guess we can do the promo music. Oh, we got to do that so I don't have to edit as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like the 15-second song. We
Mhm.
just start 2 seconds in. All right. So the news. I don't know. I feel like my catchphrase is just gonna be "Let's get into the news."
Oh, I like
know
it.
a lot of people say it.
I like it.
think I've heard
Yeah.
it, but
No problem
know.
with it.
yeah. But you just cannot beat time for some news. And then Baker's dozen. But anyways,
dude, I got that thing on because I listen to it every day, So
that's really good, but it's not going to happen. So,
do you know? No, never mind. We'll talk
no,
about
no,
it. Why they call it the Roper Report?
I remember.
There's a guy named Dan Roper. I know that. I think he was the news editor at IGN. But that might be that. I think that's the whole extent.
We're talking about Kind of Funny. Yeah. So if you guys are Kind of Funny games, but I don't listen to them anymore. But anyways, okay. So did I texted you this Kirk was right thing, but I don't think we said it. The rise of the the last week's Kirk was right was the Peter Pan thing with the the sanitation. Or what's the other word called? When you like
get clean?
No. Like what have we been calling it?
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but not sanitation.
Disinfectant?
Disinfect, maybe. There's like, I don't know.
There you go. Give us a you're right next week.
Yeah, when you get rid of all the stuff, like the word we've been using for all this stuff. For the misting station. No. We're like, oh, they have to thing it. Like the people going.
Sanitize.
I don't know, man. I swear there's another word. So this week's Kirk was right. Was for the Rise of the Resistance return times. I was like, why don't they just do the like a fast pass thing?
Yeah.
Well, so you come in at 10 o'clock, you can all get this many things, and then at 1 o'clock you can get reservations, and then at 4 o'clock you can get reservations.
I don't know why they just didn't do that to begin with.
I think they just didn't care.
Or they get more people into the park in the beginning to have more people stay there longer to spend more money.
I think that's one thing. But with this is more guaranteed, where they know like the 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock people will probably get in at a certain, like they'll let this many in and then this many, like their capacity is, and their capacity is super low for the parks.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference. But
have they said what it is? Is it 20 to 30? Like we've been saying?
I don't know. There's like no one there.
Right?
Of course.
I've been seeing all the videos and everything. And I mean, there was that one picture that one cast member posted, how they were all crowding at Seven Doors Mine Train. Yeah.
I've also seen crowding in stores.
Yeah.
Like in stores over there.
I mean, we saw crowding in downtown Disney.
Yeah. So it's still like, it's not perfect. And I really hope no one can hear this car alarm in the background.
Alarms on our end.
Yeah. So, there's still people there. There's still people not respecting distancing. Everyone's wearing masks.
Why are people going so crazy for that 65th stuff? Is it only because it has a high resale?
I think no. See, people really like having stuff with like
with the number on it.
Yeah, like people love that yearly stuff, which I hate.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's usually gaudy, it's like
sparkly. Right, yeah.
Well, no, I mean like when they put the numbers, I don't like numbers on things. I like designs. So I think people just want commemorative things. Like I have ears that say 50th. I have stuff that says 60th. You like I was there. That type of like it's FOMO a little bit. And there was that one button-down shirt ruined by the pocket.
Yeah,
because it was the partners thing.
It was perfect.
Oh, man,
it was a perfect shirt, and it just has that one pocket that did not need to be there. But
okay, so we each buy a shirt, and then we split a third shirt, and then we have someone replace the pocket with the fabric.
Or I could print.
Oh my god!
I could take a picture of the fabric and reprint it, and then have somebody sew it over.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
go ahead. Speaking of, where are the masks?
Oh, I wanted to talk about that. We should have talked about that in mousekeeping. I think next week will be the end.
So it's still up.
Yeah, it's still up because we got a couple.
Yeah, I didn't put it in here because I thought we were done.
Yeah. So I say we keep going to the end. I'll put in the production form, and then they should be done by a few days after that, and then we'll ship or deliver them.
Yeah. It's still rebrand.ly/Trammin mask. No spaces, of course. Well, not of course. Some people don't. No. So what was I going to say about that, though? Oh, if you're in California, if we're shipping it to you, if I'm shipping UPS ground, it's next day.
Yeah.
FedEx.
I think we have only like one in Pennsylvania.
I'm shipping that. So
it's cool to see listeners all throughout the U.S.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
So, keep looking for those. They're still happening, we promise.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm wondering if I'm a large.
Really?
Because when I talk, it slides.
Which one do you have right now?
Medium. Like I wonder if it doesn't go far down enough. I don't know.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Try the large.
Yeah.
Try it
out. The problem with trying a mask on, if you try it on, it's yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although like the ones I've tried on, I'll wash them like in hot, like the hot cycle and all that, and then I'll put them in my glove compartment. If someone like shows up and like, "Where's your mask?"
Yeah.
Oh no.
Always. Always.
Yeah, I've got some like cheapo ones too. So that was okay. Florida. Oh man, Florida's not doing well.
No, they're
and
not.
people are still kind of like, I'm so happy Disney World's open. I'm like,
I mean, in yeah, it shouldn't. It should not be open. But like we were saying, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people there.
yeah.
But I guarantee you, there's gonna be crowding in certain spots, which
Yeah.
is scary.
And then it's always just like one person, next person, the people they go home to, the people they go home to. It's
I don't know if it was a rumor or if it actually happened, but I heard a lot of those because when that crowding happened at the Seven Doors Mine Train, they were all cast members. So I heard they got in trouble.
well, it's cast members or their friends because of course cast members are working.
Yeah.
But
How do they even know like who that person is? Like,
they ask who you are and you're signed in with someone's name. So when
Oh,
cast
yeah.
members, okay, now we're actually talking about Disneyland. When cast members
sign you in.
sign you in, yeah, they're supposed to hang out with you.
They are.
They don't have to. It's like recommended, highly recommended. But you're as a cast member, like the cast member who signs you in is responsible for everything you do.
They become like that person becomes an extension of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they misbehave, you misbehave.
I remember. I'm not gonna say who it was, but I had somebody sign me in once. Right.
Mhm.
Well, sign my one of my friends in, a couple of people in, and she was like, she gave us a hug. She's like, if anybody asks, we're cousins. Gave us a hug and pretended to hang out with us, even though I don't hang out with this person ever, just so she didn't look like she was gonna get in trouble.
Huh.
But I was like, that's a little excessive. You know what I mean? But whatever.
Yeah.
I get it though. They could get in trouble.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but man, they really shouldn't be open.
Mm-mm.
And California, so more about that. Like California is still like,
No,
it's not happening.
Now I'm not seeing till next year. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be 2021 when it reopens.
Yeah. So
Crazy to think. You know what I mean? When all this started, we were like, oh, probably only like a month, 2 months. Now we're like, hopefully by the end of the year.
So here's the thing. The CDC, or it was the director of the CDC, said if everyone wore a mask
I saw
and
that.
distance, not that this would be over, but we'd be able to open and do things that aren't, let's say, sitting at a bar in 4 to 8 weeks.
Isn't that insane?
And people are still like, I have the freedom to breathe. I can't breathe through this. You can. Your oxygen levels don't go down. Nurses wear them all day long. Doctors wear them all day long. Just wear a mask.
Did you see those two guys? I forget what they're called, but their video went viral on
The
Instagram.
Huntington Beach guys?
Dude, awesome video those guys did. Those Huntington Beach people, man. I mean, sorry if you're from Huntington Beach. A lot of my girlfriend's family's from Huntington Beach, but Jesus, man, these people get so defensive over masks.
Yeah, and I heard this on another show where they're like, oh, the government's telling us new things we have to do. It's like, okay, so you were okay with all the laws that the government made up until now. New laws, though? Nope, no more new laws ever. Like, listen, I hate the government. I will, no matter who it is, even if it's people I vote for, you always have to hate them. That's American. You have to hate the government and want them to do better. That's why you hate them, not like this arbitrary hatred.
Yeah.
But public good is public good. And we need to think about the collective, not just individuals.
So long story short, if you guys need a mask, let me know. I will give you a Trammin mask.
Yeah, and if you miss the cutoff, if you text us, man, if we have them, we'll make something happen.
I'm making extras just in case.
So just wear the mask and maybe we can go back to Disneyland safely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad the government here is kind of putting their foot down with that.
Yeah.
Because theme parks are a whole other story than like going eating at Chili's with glass around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I don't like that either. But
Hey, did you see Knott's Berry Farm like somewhat reopened for that event?
so yeah, that was the next thing on the news. They have this calico something.
Calico tasting.
Yeah. So you have to buy a $25 tasting pass,
Uh-huh.
and then there's like food and drink only.
It's all their boysenberry stuff.
Yeah, in that calico area, it's I guess what.
Oh, okay. It was in a specific area.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's called Calico something. It's like what turns into the ghost town, or maybe I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about Knott's, but you can go there with a pass, and it's only on the weekends. Like almost no rides. So that's the thing. They're not like. It's technically a loophole, but it's not really that devious. It's like we're opening as an outdoor eating event where you can't sit in the restaurants and stuff. They're just like spread out benches and whatever. You can walk around and eat, and that's it.
That's kind of cool.
It's like it's like the outdoor eating things.
It's kind of like food and wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except like not as crowded, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how the ordering works, but it doesn't look like there are lines to things.
Yeah. Oh, I saw somebody said that they waited an hour in each line. But that they were very adamant about spacing in between people and very adamant about sanitization, stuff like that. So just interesting point.
So that's like a, I'm no expert, but that's like what they say about this 4 to 8 week thing. It's like, if you all wear masks, like we can do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And safely, like 6 feet plus masks is like, I think it's like 95% effective. And the thing is, N95 masks are 95% effective. That's what the 95 is for. Those N100s, those you actually can't breathe through. Like you actually do
lose oxygen.
It doesn't hurt you long term. It's just hard. It is hard to breathe through those. But that's almost no one uses those.
Yeah.
So yeah, wear a mask. Let's get into our big thunder topic of the week. Which should we have come up with a sound for this?
Oh, we should.
Like
I like these. I like these jingles, man.
Oh, dude, like the sound of the wheels on the track.
Oh,
not the horn or anything.
Yeah.
Just like,
what about the goat?
no. I think it's too jarring, I try not to. I can't say "rain on your parade" anymore. It's oppressive to you.
Yeah. It is.
Anyways,
That's true.
Our big thunder topic of the week: Pirates of the Caribbean, scene by scene.
Dude, I'm so down. Like, to me, when I was really excited about when you had the idea, like, we should do a Pirates episode.
I had a hankering for it, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? We do this. It's kind of like going through the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I miss it.
Yeah,
I miss it a lot.
We don't know like history or like crazy backstory stuff or backstage stuff, but like we can't go on the ride, so let's do our imaginary ride through, and we're going like real nitty gritty scene by scene.
Yeah.
And I wish we could play music here, but we can't. But like, we'll get there. We'll talk about the music, but let's start way at the beginning.
Okay.
Right side versus left side.
Huh. I say overall left side.
It takes longer.
Does it?
If the park is crowded.
Does it?
So normal day, like no crowding, they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
A couple inches maybe.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna notice. If the park's crowded,
is it that wraparound?
It goes deep into like the
Tarzan's Treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the right side doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if the park is crowded, right side. If it's like empty-ish and you don't see people up there, it doesn't really matter. You'll get there when you get there.
Kirk's tip of the week.
Yeah. And now before
I like how people bang on that door. You know what I
mean? Back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun though when you're stuck.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's kind of like the Cars thing in Radiator Springs. Have you seen people with their flashlight on the soda bottles?
Oh yeah.
I like
they did on purpose. I think it's like
really?
Because they didn't really do an interactive queue like they have in Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Those are closed, by the way.
What, interactive queues in general?
They put glass, like you can't touch things.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I saw the Rise of the Resistance one. It's kind of sad.
That's interactive?
No, not interactive, but when you go into the area where it's like you're on the ship.
Yeah.
There's just a big piece of plexiglass in between now.
Oh, you walk straight through it?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, it's like it just cuts off that whole area. It's weird. I'll show you a picture.
All right. So now before we're still not going inside. I hate when the park is busy and the line goes to the right of the ride uphill. I am not getting in it. It's always hot there. The sun shines on that line.
Yep.
That is the absolute worst thing. And
I don't think, maybe once or twice I've waited, but you're right. That's a good indicator when to not go on the ride.
Yeah. So there's like no way. I'm not doing that. And then there's like, on the right side, are you watching?
Yeah.
On the right side where there's like a couple tables where you can eat chowder.
Yeah.
It's always so awkward
eating there. It is awkward because you
Right.
just lock eyes with the people in line.
Yeah. And then they want it.
Yeah.
They want the food.
And everyone always has to make a comment when you're eating. Like, that smells good. You know?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that too. But now we've entered the line now. I like the little water feature in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I think we brought that up in episode 5.
Water in Disneyland.
Yeah. And that's like a cool little touch. And then if you look up from there, what the Dream Suite was. It was going to be the Dream Suite. It was going to be the condo.
Mm-hmm.
In the iron wrought fence gate thing for the balcony, there are 2 gold things. One is a W, one is an R for Walt and Roy.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I just learned that.
Did you know that they had you know how they have the partner statue in Disneyland?
Mm-hmm.
They have a bench with Roy at the entrance of Walt Disney World.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a bench with Roy and Mickey sitting down together
That's
because
really-
he opened up the park. Now
Oh,
Walt.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did we talk about why it's called the Walt Disney World?
No.
It was Roy's idea. He's like, man, you got to put your name on it.
Huh.
Because Disney, that's us.
Yeah.
He's like, but they got to remember you, Walt
cool.
Disney World. But
That's cool.
yeah. So now we're going inside. We got the boats going near us. Like the exiting boats.
Before we even get that far,
What?
what we got to talk about? What is the first thing that happens when you walk into Pirates?
The smell.
The smell. My God, dude. That smell, I have tried to... I've gotten multiple candles. I mean, you've gotten Pirates candles.
Should we
right?
light that candle for the first time?
We should light that candle.
All right. You just cut this out because I'm going to leave it rolling because it's
Go
a
for it.
pain.
Yeah,
Let me
go
go
for it.
get it. All right. So we're about to light a candle given to me for my birthday by Kayla, one of my best friends in the whole wide world. It's from Spireside Fragrance Collection. This one's called Pirate's Revenge.
She came up with the idea and she told me, oh, that is a cool lighter you have, by the way. That's a torch.
It's
Wow.
from Costco. It's
Dang,
called
that is cool.
Scripps Torch Flame.
Cool.
Listen to this. Okay.
Kayla was like, we should have like a little review panel
Yeah, she told me.
of Disney candles. I've used magic candles multiple times. I still have yet to buy any other ones, but oh God, I'm going back, dude. It's taking me back.
I don't smell anything.
Just close your eyes.
We'll let it get there. It'll.
You see, I brought up the video for us so we can watch this while we're discussing.
Well, we're gonna have to pause it constantly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stop making these noises. So, it's very smoky. I don't know. We'll keep talking and then we'll get back to the smell because the smell gets more intense later on, both with the candle and the ride. So, this candle thing. So, should we let the cat out of the bag about what we're working on or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Rain for a long time, but right when Joe Rogan announced he was moving to Spotify and Spotify was doing video, he's like, we got to do video, man. I'm like, I know,
Mm-hmm.
we got to do video. So we've been working on it. Let's not tell them when because we might not hit it or, we probably will, but we'll get there. But we're going to record this on video. The audio is still going to get exported like normal, but we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to put up the archive of non-video episodes.
Mm-hmm. With just the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this whole candle thing,
Mm-hmm.
we're just spitballing on here. You buy the same scent from different things and you do like a video candle review.
Oh, are we becoming YouTubers?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
don't call us creators.
And that's why I didn't.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah. All right.
This doesn't smell like pirates.
Well, just let it.
We'll let the whole top melt.
you.
We'll let the
Yeah.
whole top melt. Okay, so you get inside, you get hit with that smell, and it's kind of musty in there. Let's be real.
Still love the smell.
Love the smell. It's
Yeah.
it's bromine. It's not chlorine. That's the smell. It's just more expensive. Like we brought up in episode 5, water. So you see the boats go by. Do the people look miserable?
Always.
Why?
I don't know.
Were they on too long? Did they get stuck in the sound? When the boats hit each other.
Most of the time, it's probably because that ending part is always so abrupt. When they all the boats back up,
Yeah.
and then it takes a little while to get up, and then everyone hits each other all the time. That's my thing. I don't know.
Yeah, they just look miserable, and
Yeah.
then it's like the dads look miserable.
Yeah, dude, I would be so ecstatic if I could get on that ride right now. Oh my God.
I know. So that's the first thing you see. And then you get to like the little door that you can knock on if you're on the left side.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Mhm.
You have to be on the left side to knock whether you're inside or outside.
True.
Right side, you get left out of the door game.
True.
So then you walk up and then cast member asks how many? And you get tossed into your lane.
Mm-hmm.
Now sometimes they close the back.
That's my favorite place to sit.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't. Maybe it's because it gets wet sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For a while, it was some weird OSHA thing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, maybe they adjusted it. Oh, okay, the candle's kicking in a little bit.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And then, you're in Lafitte's Landing. That's what the loading area is called.
So are pirates just like traditionally French?
I
I thought they're traditionally Spanish.
No, the Caribbean was. Oh, a lot of it was colonized by the French, I think.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the Spanish fought them, for sure. They were probably Spanish pirates too.
Yeah.
Did you know the only reason Christopher Columbus was given a ship and that whole he kind of sucks. He never really found America, all that kind of thing. He was so annoying that they paid him to maybe he'll just go away on a ship and just die. The Spanish monarchy or whatever.
King, whatever.
It may have been a queen. I don't remember, but they were just like, just go, just fine, just here, take a galleon, just get out of here.
Go find India.
Yeah, stop bothering me. So yeah, we're at Lafitte's Landing, and then you see the little lights flash, meaning it's okay to go, and then they send you on your way, 2 boats at a time, right?
Yeah.
And it's always cool being in the back and you pass over the front one, and so then you go and you just really calmly sink into the bayou.
That's great.
I got chills for that feeling, that little whoosh.
Yeah.
And then you're just in the bayou. It's lit by fireflies.
And you hear that ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, just in the distance. And then do you see gators? I don't remember.
You see some kind of animals in there.
Yeah, I think there's a shadow of a gator. I'm not sure, but you see the fireflies and then the bung, bung, bung. It's just you hear them.
And you hear the rocking.
Oh,
back and forth.
And yeah, it's the Pirates theme just being played really slowly. And then you see Blue Bayou on the right, and it's the ambiance is just perfect. And then someone ruins it by saying, "Toss me a bread roll." And it's I want to throw you overboard and hold your head underwater until you drown.
Yep.
That's my visceral reaction.
Or, especially in that bayou section, they use the flash photography.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? Turn off your flash. Get a low light. I don't know. Low light sensor.
It's because they haven't gotten to the next part yet where they say, and wait, they say it before you leave, and no flash pictures.
Yeah, because the bayou, everyone wants to take pictures there, and
oh man, I forgot. There's just so much to this ride. I forgot.
Dense.
Let's just roll back a little to the line. The music in the line is so good. It's this. It sounds a little bit like Jungle Book, a little bit like this, this jungly, this. I don't know how to describe it. Again, we can't really. Probably could have played some music, but
that's fine.
Yeah, and I love the cue music. So, anyways, back in the bayou, where then you get to the old man, and
so can you tell everyone the story that you told me or the theory
that was on here, wasn't it?
Was it on here?
Yeah, because what were we talking about?
I don't remember, but I thought about that the whole week. I don't know why. I mean, I've been rewatching all the Pirates rides.
How did it come up? Because we talked about the skull going back in time.
Yeah. But that theory is just so cool, man.
I don't know. It was 2 weeks ago or something, or maybe 1 week. I don't know. I don't remember why.
Just a quick recap.
That you're slowly going back in the time on this ride, and that the old man on the porch, he's reminiscing about his time being a pirate or being during that time, and so that's setting the scene.
Yeah. And the more you think about it, the more it makes sense.
Yeah, because it's not contrived.
Yeah.
It's not like those dumb theories where it's oh, really, this guy is that, and it's I don't know if this theory makes sense. This is oh yeah, okay, that's fine.
Quick side note, if the Splash Mountain reimagining looks anything near this cool, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So then you kind of go into the right before the waterfall. To my favorite little dude. I hope the noise gate doesn't pull this out. I love where he's Psst, avast. There be squallers ahead. And then
that was pretty good.
If ye be brave or fool enough to something, but that initial Psst, avast. It cracks me up and I love it. I hope, because you don't always get the same lines because it's long, but I love hearing that. Yeah, and there be squalors ahead. Like it's just like such a good. It's a really good script.
Yeah.
And so you get to that guy, and he's telling you to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride. And it's a talking skull. Like that's pretty cool. And then at some point, the gate opens and you go down that waterfall, and a lot of people don't know it's there.
Yeah.
Like the newbies. And you put your hands up
Noobs.
and you just go up. Sometimes you get whacked in the face with water.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't.
Sometimes, yeah, you're completely dry after.
Yeah. And then there's just like a really short moving forward.
Mhm.
And like it's like purple and greenish, right?
Yeah.
And the music starts playing.
Yeah. You know, I don't think people realize that you're actually going under a lot of Disneyland, right?
Yeah. You're going under the berm. Well, specifically, you're going under the train track because the train's not going uphill.
Yeah.
So you go under the train track. I believe do you leave Disneyland?
You might.
Yeah. Like
You might. Yeah.
But it's a lot of it's underground.
Mhm.
I think some of it's under New Orleans Square, if not all of it.
Dude, like, imagine. I mean, even now, building that, just the idea of that is so cool.
You build it first. You don't build it later.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
got to
yeah.
be there. So yeah, I think a lot of it's under New Orleans Square. There's a blueprint somewhere. Some of it's under there. It's
A lot of those original, well, not original, but the older rides, they were able to use so much of the property, like Pirates, Jungle Cruise, not Haunted Mansion so much, but a lot of the, you know what I mean?
yeah. Actually,
They're huge.
Actually, the whole thing is underground because you don't go up till the end.
Mhm.
So you enter through a waterfall, and then there's another little waterfall.
Yeah.
Which I like tricking people. You put your hands up, they think, oh no, there's another one. And it's just like a little, it's just like a little like,
Yeah.
and then what I love about that one is like you go down, and then I think it's from the boat behind you. You get that one lift too.
Mhm.
The water just lifts you up a little bit.
Mhm.
And then I love that cavern music where it's just like it's like really low. And I kind of like that music more than the rest of it. And
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That
It sets the mood for
Yeah.
sure.
and then you hear the dead men tell no it's like really loud. So then you got like the little waterfall to the left of you, and then like in front of you too, you can see into the next room.
Yeah, because there's a big hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see into the next room, but then to your right,
Dude, like original use of LEDs, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's so cool.
and then you look to the right, and then there's like an open treasure chest, there's skeletons, and then I like the little crab.
He's doing
He's like his little claw.
Yeah.
And then dude, it's a little graphic though. This dude's the skeleton's pinned to the wall.
Yeah,
He's
but
dead.
you know, I don't know if it was just growing up or whatever. Whenever there was violence with pirates, it didn't seem as violent.
Because there's like awesome music all the
Yeah.
time. And then the clashing of swords, you know, like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Watch Black Sails, dude.
It's on
It's on Hulu now. It was
Oh, is it?
Stars, but I think
Mm.
it's just been on Hulu. That is a very good pirate show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I haven't finished it. I finished first season. It is so gritty and like it's really good. It's like in a way it's like Game of Thrones but pirates, but it's not like up its own butt. Like it's just it's not like trying to be super cool. It's just like
Yeah.
it is cool. And
That's cool.
everyone is sunburned the whole time. It's great. You know that like sun
Yeah.
that, like that orange look, like everyone looks like that. But and dirty. It's really good. So I like the little seagull on top of him too. Yeah.
yeah,
He's
he's
like
doing
his
that
little
thing.
beak. And then you get to this cool part where I don't remember if it's original or not, but there's the skeleton
the
steering.
lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
and the rain and it's just like the wind and the lightning lights
Which was
him up.
used as like the promotional poster for for the movie.
Because it's a lot of, the light coming in and they
Yeah.
turn into skeletons. And it's like the wind's blowing actual stuff too. And it's like the sound.
That alone must have been the inspiration for most of that first movie.
Oh man, it's such a good effect. Like
Yeah.
it's one of the best effects on the ride, I think.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot going on there because it's so dynamic.
Yeah.
There's rain, wind, and light. And is he moving his arms? I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
he was going like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so then you get into like this like a room with art in it, right? It's like stolen art. There's like
Mhm.
chalices, and then there's the kind of naked mermaid.
Isn't that the same picture from Haunted Mansion?
I have no idea.
No, that one right there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
try not to refer to the video
Oh,
because
yeah.
people can't see.
Yeah, you're
so
right,
we
yeah.
gotta.
But I think that's one of the pictures from when you walk into Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
Like, right as soon as you get out of the room.
That's a good year, right?
Yeah,
Somebody chime in. But then
Please.
there's like you see the effect of the drinking the wine through the skeleton.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
You know, it's like a cool. I don't know. This ride was like, there's a lot to it, and I think that's why people got so mad when they put Jack Sparrow into it. It's like this was a solid ride. And then you look to the left to the infamous bedroom.
The skull.
That thing's not real.
It's real.
It's not real.
It has to be real.
I think it used to be real.
I think it's still real.
It is no longer real if it used to. There's no way it's real.
If they had a bunch of original skulls, I don't know.
And then everyone argues which one is real.
Whether it's the one on the backboard or
the guy, because the backboard one's darker, and it's like, and then you see it through the magnifying glass.
The magnifying glass effect's awesome too. Yeah, like looking at his teeth. I don't know. It's super cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's real anymore. Maybe it used to be, but now I don't think so. So then,
how do we test that? How do we can't really know. I mean, I guess unless we know an Imagineer from the Pirates ride.
Yeah, but are they going to tell you?
No.
They're going to mess with you.
Yeah.
I'm an Imagineer and you're not.
Yeah.
So then there's the harpsichord. It's playing the music.
Which the last couple times I went was not there. It was just gone.
But the music was playing.
Music was still playing, yeah.
But the keys move.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be.
But the whole harpsichord, piano, whatever, it was just missing.
I like that effect too. It really like fits into like that specific room.
Yeah.
And then I've always.
What is that? It's supposed to be the captain's room, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not on the ship. It's like this is their hideout, right?
Yeah. Like they found the treasure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not like the story is. I don't know. But then there's the treasure room, man.
Yeah.
Love this thing. Again, this doesn't make sense. There's a dead pirate sitting on top of treasure.
Like, did he just get frozen up there and was like, I'm gonna die like that or something? I don't know.
So yeah, that room is just like, okay. So there is, I don't know if it's one of the coins or the chest. One of those things is real.
Yeah, from their first movie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this candle's like it's getting there. It's like it's close.
Yeah, we're almost back in the ride.
Yeah. I heard there's some other prop in there. Someone posted on Instagram. There's an unrelated, like not related to pirates.
Oh, really?
I have not seen it though.
Kind of like the Ark of the Covenant inside of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is related because of Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
But
this is like, I don't know if it's like some sort of Mickey thing or from some other.
Bunch of hidden Mickeys throughout the ride.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple, but not too many. But yeah, there's something like that. And then you get into like this long cavern, and a lot of people are like, oh look, it looks like Goofy or Zero, like the rock sticking out. I'm like, I don't know, man. But
the effect of Davy Jones projected onto the what is it, like the mist or whatever. I'm good, man. They did not need to put that in there.
So I put that in here too. So we're in the narrow tunnel, as I called it. I was like, what do you call this thing? And I like so the way it is now. Let's just talk about what it is now.
Yeah.
Is there's this original audio of like this scared, like the man is scared, and he's, I don't know, talking about the pirate's curse and whatever. And then you look to the left, and if you haven't seen it, well, this is like a mild spoiler, but okay, it's a ride, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You see a man sitting in this thing, and it's his face, and then there's an octopus playing with treasure. Mm-hmm. And then when you go past a certain point, he turns into a it's a skeleton, and then he turns into a human, and that's like, you've now gone back in time.
Yeah.
And this is the time of the pirates.
Yeah, that is
like,
so cool.
Their glory days. And then you go out.
It's like you're going through a time portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
And as you do that, it opens up, and it's foggy and whatever.
Yeah.
A quick rewind. Before that, there was no audio like that.
Mm-mm.
There was no thing. There was a fog waterfall with the detached head of Davy Jones, and then later on Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Talking to you, saying things that were just dumb.
They did not need to do that.
And then
it was just a tie into the movie.
And then in case you didn't know who they were, the cringiest thing, at the end they would say, "So says I, Davy Jones," or "So says I, Blackbeard." It's like, yeah, you know why you have to say you're Blackbeard? Because nobody watched that movie.
The fourth one? Yeah. We've watched every single Pirates movie this week, except the fourth one. We skipped the fourth and went to the fifth one.
That's weird. Yeah. I saw like half of the fourth one, and I had to leave, and I wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember.
The fifth one, I'm good. It was It was fine. I don't know.
Yeah. So then there was that dumb thing. Now,
So says I. I like that.
so stupid.
We should start saying that at the end of every sentence that we use. So says I.
How to lose all your listeners in one episode. So then you get to the first battle. It's like a ship battle.
Yeah.
And that is not the Black Pearl. That's like some sort of...
A lot of controversy, I think, in this specific section because Barbossa wasn't on there before.
Yeah, but I mean...
It doesn't do much like to get you out of the immersion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Barbossa, his animatronic... Okay, also I learned that audio animatronic is a trademark term.
By Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, his animatronic, very good. Looks very lifelike. Moves lifelike. Face looks really good. I like him. I love Barbossa. I think he's a great character.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
He was really cool.
Even though, like, you know, they did that whole brought back to life thing, I wasn't mad because he is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know, when he came back to life, I guess at the end of the second one,
yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
It was like, you did not expect that guy to walk down.
Yeah, and it wasn't some dumb, like, Jedi power, the Force. That's not the way the Force works, you know? Like,
it was Calypso.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, pirate magic, like, that's fine. Anything goes. There's no, like, established pirate lore. It's like, who cares? I like him.
Yeah.
I really like Barbossa.
Yeah.
Although, the same thing, the Spanish dudes, they yell like something Barbossa, we're going to sink your ship.
So says I.
Yeah, so it's like they have to like say that his name is Barbossa, so it's like, oh right, the guy from the movie.
Yeah.
And then but I think it's just like the way it's said is funny, even though
yeah. But the cannonballs going into the water,
very
the
good
smoke, and the whole ambiance to
the shadows fighting.
Awesome.
In the turret.
Yeah.
Very good. The forced perspective, not that good. You see the lighthouses in the distance with the fire? Not good. It's not coming. That's why I think they do the fog. But sometimes that fog is too thick and I just can't breathe. It's really bad. And that's where it gets really humid.
Yeah.
You're like deep underground.
A little sticky.
Yeah. Not that great.
I'll take it.
But as you're passing the cannons, when you're just a little past and you look to the right, hit a Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
The cutout in the wall, it looks like nothing on the way in. And then as you turn your head backwards a little bit.
You need that certain perspective in order to see it. Yeah.
Which is cool. It's like you don't see it initially. You have to find it later.
Which they did a lot in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, man. Those hidden Mickeys.
Yeah. But you had to be in a certain perspective in order to see that Mickey. You know what I mean?
Dude, the worst one is in Olympia on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
I never caught. I had to YouTube it.
Oh,
because I needed that trophy.
I used a guide for a lot of it.
Yeah, they were just insane. But yeah, I like that you have to find it afterwards. It's not just there staring you in the face. You know what? A lot of hidden Mickeys are like that. There's one later on the ride we'll bring up. The one on Big Thunder. The gears, you have to look back as you go up the hill.
Oh, I didn't even know about that hidden Mickey.
Oh, yeah. So as you go up the first lift hill, there's 3 gears, obviously, in Mickey, like huge. Like it's bigger than this table. But you have to look behind you because it's upside down. And it's like on the left side. Yeah, so that one's real good. So then we get to like one of the best scenes.
No, Carlos, don't be cheeking.
Yeah, well, okay, so yeah, the line is, so then no, and then you hear and then she closes the door and then she opens it back up and it's, don't tell him, Carlos, don't be cheeking. And then
and he's going up.
Yeah, and
you know they put that in the movie.
Which one?
Him going up and down like this, and then
which movie?
I don't even remember. Yeah, because everything just kind of blended for this past week.
Oh,
but I saw it
because I don't remember that.
Me either.
Yeah, and then you hear the gurgling sound,
and the water comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's so good. And then this was the scene that was shut down where Johnny Depp came out that one day.
Yeah. Which is cool. I like that.
This may have come up because of the 21 Royal. I don't know, but yeah, so that's cool. And then you have like someone dressed kind of like Smee, but it's not the Smee.
That's exactly what I was thinking right now.
But it's not the Smee reference. There's another Smee reference.
Is there?
Yes, we'll get there. So, and then this pirate, the one drowning Carlos or like giving the orders, not the best animatronic because you see his whole body and the feet. It's always the feet.
It's the feet and the knees, like you said.
Yeah, and but it's very like. There are so many animatronics on this ride.
Ridiculous amount.
I want to know the number. This is why we got to have laptops because you type it out like how many animatronics. I might look it up while I keep talking. But then you see Jack hanging out with some mannequins, like peeking his head out all awkwardly.
Yeah.
How is it that he's the worst animatronic?
Yeah.
How? They all look really good, and I know it's like Uncanny Valley trying to look like his face, but
Yeah, it's one of those things where we have something to compare it to. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know, but it was
yeah. So I don't know what he's hiding there, but they haven't. I guess is Barbosa looking for him? That we haven't established why he's hiding, right?
no. Is there really even a cohesive story to Pirates?
There used to be, apparently.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember what it was because like that treasure scene at the end is not there. It's Jack's looking for treasure and he finds it. That's the story. Because we'll get into the next room. There are 120 animatronics.
Talk about being ambitious for the late '60s. You know what I mean?
So
Wow.
I think was it 67? We said
Yeah.
in that episode. So yeah, he's just hiding kind of, and then you're like whatever.
You're like, hey, there's Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And then there's, I think it's his little boat is there too, but it's similar. And then you look to the left and there's the infamous auction scene.
Yeah.
So the original auction scene was a bride auction. They're chained up and they look really sad. It's really messed up.
Yeah.
And then there's the large woman at the top. Show them your larboard side. I don't know exactly what he says, but and and then he says something about the superstructure, kind of trying to say like, oh, she only looks big because of the wire thing. It's not her. And then we wants the redhead. Now the redhead is saying, hey, they want the rum when the large woman is selling eggs or 10 for a hen. And so I saw this explanation somewhere. Oh, and everyone else has like art and stolen treasure.
Yeah.
So they say like, oh, now she's a pirate, Red, right? She wasn't chained up in the original scene. She has always been a pirate.
Yeah,
working with the pirates.
Just wasn't as pronounced, I think.
Yeah, it's
I mean, now she's got a sword in her hand, right?
Yeah, and a different outfit or whatever. But she was always the decoy.
Yeah.
So was she always working with the pirates? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Like, that doesn't make the scene okay, but...
it was a nice bait and switch.
Yeah, and we've discussed this before, but it's like that's fine. They removed it, whatever. But it's like right after this, they burned down a city. In America, violence is okay. Let's just never pretend pirates were good people. So then, this dude with the foot.
Oh,
That's not him, right? It's another guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on. I have everything written down because I went like really. Okay, yeah. So auction scene it's different now. They gotta make her audio worse, I think,
in order to blend in with the rest of
it's very obvious and very like high quality. It's like if some of the animatronics sound like we did. Yeah, it's like no, it's too buttery and like she's too loud.
Unless they're gonna redo the whole ride,
which would be terrible because I can hear those voices in my head, and there's no point. They just have to put some like dumb little filter over it. You know what I mean? Like some record player filter.
Yeah.
And
like a BioShock kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's it. Then she'll and just lower the volume because you could still hear her if she was lower. But yeah, and we wants the rum. That's fine. Oh, and campy. I don't like when she's like, "Don't ya, boys," and it's like really. Just redo it. It's fine. I like the scene. Just I don't know. Change the lines a little bit.
Do you like Red as a character in general?
I think it's. Yes, because now that's an original character. Although someone said she's going to be in the next Pirates movie.
Yeah. Well, from what I heard, they had casted Karen Gillan as the new lead. But then I heard the other day that they just cast Margot Robbie.
No, I don't like her. I don't like her.
You don't like her? You don't like Jared Leto? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I heard she's the new lead of Pirates, which I prefer Karen Gillan.
Yeah,
if they're gonna go for the Red.
The problem with Karen Gillan is she's just Karen Gillan. She's very obvious. Like she's got her face is just very distinctive.
She wasn't Karen Gillan as Nebula.
That's totally different.
Nebula.
Yeah, that's totally different. But she's not gonna be bald and blue as Red.
She's gonna look like she did in Jumanji.
Yeah. Yeah. But she could play a better Red than Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
No, can't.
I mean, she was Harley Quinn.
I don't. Yeah,
I still have never seen Suicide Squad.
Never watching those. Diego has a nice Suicide Squad coaster that I got him.
Diego like Suicide Squad?
No. I have this joke where I buy him coasters for his birthday. The coasters are Blu-ray discs of terrible movies. He never opens them. Although like some of them are Oscar winners and he hated them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got him the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, the 2 Paul Blart movies on Blu-ray, and they're his coasters.
Oh, that's cool.
Because people are like, wait, it's like a bar crawl for his birthday. Like, wait, we're doing gifts. I'm like, guys, no, these are not gifts. They're joke gifts.
They're gags.
Yeah, don't worry. It's a thing. So anyways.
Paul Blart.
Yeah, 1 and 2. There's 2 Paul Blarts apparently. I think there are 3 now. I don't know. So then we move in, and it's like the multiple chasing scenes, which I guess they changed over the years. Now it's like 2 women chasing the men, and then 1 man chasing a woman. Except one of the women has a rolling pin, and then the other is like the men stole something. And then the other one, the woman is trying to stop something from being stolen. Yep. So it's less like we're chasing women to beat them and more like we're trying to steal things. But it's like, I think this is better. This is way funnier.
Yeah.
It's way funnier. And especially one of them, like one of the women, it's like big and her butt goes up and down. Like you know what I'm talking about? It's hilarious. Yeah. Like it's in a funny way.
And it's so obvious that they're like on a regular track out on wheels.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
Yeah. It's really good. And it's way more comical.
Yeah.
And it fits. So that's what it's like one of the good changes.
I think I talked about it on a previous episode, but I always go back to that part of Modern Family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when Ed O'Neill's like, I feel like that every single day, just being chased.
And then this is another one of those dumb things with the storyline, where the old man sitting by his dog is like, oh, where's Jack Sparrow? And something like
that used to be like the womanizer pervy pirate. Yeah, so
maybe it is better. Yeah. But he does say he'll never find this key and this here map. It's like this really obvious, and Jack pops out of the barrel. Like the line is bad. You know what I mean?
You know, I have a feeling that all those things go back to what if you're a kid on the ride?
Yeah, I guess. You know, when he explained to the audience.
Yeah, like when you watch any of like the Nick Jr. Disney Kids, Disney Jr.
Toon Disney. Now it's Disney XD, but it used to be Toon Disney, didn't it?
No, there is Disney.
Yeah.
Really?
Toon Disney.
That's the kids one?
It used to be. Now it's Disney XD.
No.
Dude, it had to be Toon Disney. Right? Yeah.
That's No, that's not the kids one.
Dude. Oh, you talking about
I'm talking
Playhouse
about
Disney in the morning?
That kind of stuff.
There's Playhouse Disney in the morning, but Toon Disney was its own channel with Darkwing Duck and stuff on it.
Disney Junior too.
Oh, Disney Junior.
Yeah. Because they have the whole
That's new though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it used to Toon Disney.
That's what it used to be?
Dude,
I'm going crazy.
There was a Disney channel and a Toon Disney. Toon Disney became Disney XD. Playhouse Disney became Disney Junior. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was that pirate who talks about sharing.
Yeah. Where they had it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
In Hollywoodland.
I don't. What's his name?
I don't know either.
The pirate that talks about sharing. Maybe he shouldn't be a pirate. All right. Make him a construction worker like Bob the Builder or something.
But what I go back to is that's how a lot of those TV shows are, where it's like, look at this. This is what this is. Yeah. And you have to cater a little bit to kids.
I guess. All right. I see it. But it is still like really cringy.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to change. And then to the right, as you're going under the bridge, there's the stinky foot dude.
The infamous stinky foot.
Which was gone for a while or didn't move or something. I don't know. People said something.
They probably were refurbing the animatronic.
And then there's the guy sitting there with the here, kitty. And then... you know, like, he's trying to feed. Is he trying to feed the cat or eat the cat?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
And then you go, and then there he is. And
that's so creepy, man.
Yeah, but it's funny. And then it's a cat. You know, it's not like it's anything else. So then you go under, and then you see these 3 guys playing music with a donkey. One of them unidentified. The other 2, Smee and Captain Hook.
Oh, there's the reference.
And they're playing on the accordion. Are they playing the song?
Oh, dude, that's totally Captain Hook.
Yeah, right. And look at Smee.
Yeah.
Like, he's got the bandana and everything. I don't know the other guy is just a deckhand. They got a dog singing with them and the donkey out of the door. So this was interesting for a while. And the Captain Hook one has the deep voice, which is funny because they're singing.
Yeah.
And they would take one out at a time to repair them, but the music would continue, and
so there's 3
him.
people.
Yeah, and he's just not there.
Yeah.
And then you look past them, the city's on fire. Everything is in flames.
Good effect.
Oh, yeah.
It's still really good effect.
I think there's a specific e-stop, emergency stop for the fire in case there's a real fire. If not, I think the smoke alarm shuts them off because if the firefighters show up,
they don't know what's a real fire.
Yeah. And
Well, okay, the balancing guy.
the hat guy,
Yeah.
one of my favorite. I think my favorite character.
Do they change how high it goes every once in a while?
I don't know, right?
I've looked so many times and I'm like, that was higher before.
Yeah.
Or did it just get higher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every single time I pass by,
I
that's
think
what I feel.
I think that's one of my favorite things on this ride because
Yeah.
it's so funny. Everyone's stealing treasure and whatever, and this dude's just like running away with hats,
Yeah.
and they're like silly hats, women's hats, men's hats,
Trying to balance them all.
Yeah, it's so
cool.
funny, and he's on a boat. I think.
Yeah.
I think Hat Guy is like top 3 on this ride for me. Like I love.
You know what? I agree.
I stare right at him every time.
Okay. Like that. We're still referencing the video even though we shouldn't.
Just describe it.
Yeah. He's not very high. He's only like 5 hats high on there.
Yeah, I swear he's been like 8 hats high, taller
Easily
hats.
8
Yeah.
hats high. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe one of those little pass holder things that they never talk about, but they change every once in a
yeah,
while. You know?
and then you look to the right. There's that window that I swear used to have the menorah in it.
Mm,
It totally did.
it did. It did.
I think it's in the video, but it's totally there. But that doesn't matter. They took that out, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not going to talk about Walt Disney's controversies. But apparently, some of his like outward terribleness
Yeah.
was a lie. Like
Oh, really?
So he would like, not that this is good.
Yeah.
Apparently, and this didn't come from Disney because they don't mention this at all. Probably. When he would act like he hated certain people or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he was doing it to fit in with all the people who gave him money, all the rich old boys club type people, because apparently he's very nice to people,
Yeah.
his workers, everything, and like he loves money. He'll take it wherever he can.
Right.
Like, people forget the businessman part of Walt.
Yeah.
But supposedly some of and again, faking that is not like it's okay because he was faking. It's like, well, you're still being a jerk.
Yeah.
But apparently it was to fit in, which, it's like, oh, I do it because everyone else does it, which, no comment on that. But apparently that's what it was,
I think
according to some people.
Walt Disney is probably the closest we have to, always forget his name, but from Ready Player One.
I haven't seen it
Oh,
or
you
read
haven't
it.
seen it? Okay. In Ready Player One, he's pretty much like a Steve Jobs kind of guy.
The guy who died?
The guy who died.
Oh, and left everything?
Tellahan, something like that. They obsess with this guy. The whole thing is just about this guy's life.
Oh, right.
So, but in the real world, I think Walt Disney's the closest to that.
Yeah, people get a little too weird about Walt Disney. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, what would Walt think? It's like Walt would follow the money and smiles. That's
Right.
it. He wants smiles and money.
Yeah. Mark from Yesterworld tweeted the other day and was like, he thought it's a crazy idea, but back when Disneyland first opened, it's crazy to think that Walt was just walking around.
Yeah.
Like he would just hang out in certain parts of Disneyland. Now you can't do that. Like let's say even your Bob Chapek or Josh or whoever is in Disney corporate, they walk around. They're gonna have people around them.
Yeah.
But Walt Disney used to just eat at a diner or have ice cream.
He was a guy with no money and a dream, Like,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and what I know, how all the cigarettes are photoshopped out of his pictures,
Yeah.
and so I didn't notice this. So he's got the two. It looks like the 2-finger point that they do in the parking lot because there's no cigarette in between his 2 fingers.
Mhm.
They make that joke on Saving Mr. Banks when Tom Hanks's Walt is on the carousel. He sticks out 2 fingers, motioning towards something.
Yeah.
And it's like a reference to like, hey, look, a lot of Walt's pictures, it looks like he's got 2 fingers
Because
out.
he had a cigarette. Yeah.
So there's that. So
Lung cancer, man. So it's real.
yeah. So back to, okay, we passed the hat guy and the burning menorah. I love this. There's like the guy, he's drunk,
Mhm.
as many of them are,
Mhm.
in the pigsty, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
with like the pigs, and then the little pig foot is moving around and his
Yeah.
tail. Like I think it's funny.
One of the this was in the first Pirates, I think, right? With Jack Sparrow's like right hand
Oh,
man,
yeah,
his
yeah.
first mate. Yeah, they had to like throw water on him
Yeah.
in order to get him up, which is I think referencing directly this.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, you smell like pigs.
And see, this is like a scene within a scene, There's just
Yeah.
a dude sitting against the wall.
And then that little leg just
Yeah. People
Pop-
love that leg. And
pop
I'm
in
like,
the-
it looks like a disgusting foot. It's gross.
Yeah.
People, okay, this is the dumbest thing.
Oh, wait,
ever.
you're talking about the stinky leg pirate? I was talking about the pig, because the
Oh,
pig just
oh.
moves that one little
No,
leg.
yeah, I was talking about that originally.
Yeah.
and then I started talking
Yeah.
about the foot. Yeah,
Both feet, great.
yeah, dude. A lot of people are like, oh, the leg used to be able to touch it. I'm like, how long do you think this guy's leg was? There's no way that was ever true. Like, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
So then, it's just kind of dark,
Mm-hmm.
and there's, I think to the left is where you can pull one of the boats out, like that kind of thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And then you get to the jail,
One of the most infamous scenes.
the iconic, like,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm gonna try to whistle without this thing, like, oh, if it destroys ears, you just fix it.
Yeah.
So it's, what is it? It's something like that, like,
yeah.
and that is in Curse of the Black Pearl,
Yeah.
which is great. And like, they got the bone out. Apparently, okay, some people say that it was unlocked the whole time, but I don't see it. I've looked a million times. Dog's holding the keys.
How do you even know? Like, how do you know if it's unlocked?
Like, it's a padlock because you see the gap. There's no
I
gap.
see.
Maybe one day it was and they thought it was funny, but
Yeah.
this is such a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
So iconic. It's so funny because the dog just like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's
like,
he got the key in his
knows.
mouth.
It's like the dog knows that he's messing with
Yeah.
them. You know what I mean?
They like right here. They're missing one of the pirates. They're missing the bald pirate.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I feel like they're always replacing these guys, switching them out with different animatronics. But I could be wrong. But I know they're missing one here.
But they do that all the time, just to like fix up the ride.
Oh no, he's back there.
Oh,
There's the other little section.
yeah. Who cares about them?
Yeah.
They're not whistling.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite lines from the movie, and from Curse of the Black Pearl, is like they hear stuff, and I don't know if Jack Sparrow says something about the Black Pearl, but I know someone in the other cell goes, "The Black Pearl." He goes, "The Black Pearl. I've heard stories. No survivors." And then Jack Sparrow goes, "Then where did the stories come from?" And that's like, one of the best.
Breaking the fourth wall kind of thing.
Well, no, I mean, that's like, I've heard stories, no
Yeah.
survivors. Where do the stories come from? So, okay. So then you look up, I think this was in the fourth movie. The
it was?
the crashed ceiling. I think there's like a reference to it in the fourth movie. That chair's falling. Okay, I think we're watching. Is this an old video?
It's older, yeah, because there was no red in this one.
Okay, so they totally added red things after they got rid of red.
Didn't they add that little red velvet sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the hanging, this part,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's that wasn't there before. And the light lights it up because the lantern goes in and out. They totally added that. That's like some pandering stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. So,
More red because of red.
yeah, well, we wants the redhead,
Yeah.
So we got our red. Now, then there's like, it just looks like it's on fire, whatever.
Yeah, what is it? It's just like, it looks like magma.
Well, okay.
I mean, burning rocks? I don't know.
No, that's when you burn a log, that's kind of what it looks
at
like.
the end. Oh, you're right. Okay.
But this kind of looks like you ever see a tree struck by lightning?
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it in person, but
But in pictures, yeah. Yeah.
it burns from the inside. This is
Mhm.
kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
So obviously there's no lightning here, but something like that. And I think this part you have to get into a place where they could put a bigger room. That's why it's so
Right.
low. And then you see the hanging barrels. I don't think that's a Mickey.
Oh, the barrels? No.
It's the proportions are off.
Yeah, I've always thought the Mickey was on the suit of armor.
Yeah, you turn left. It's in the middle of the chest, and it's another one of those you kind of have to look backwards. You don't
Oh.
see it walking in.
Yeah, because every time the past year or so when I've gone on, like there's a hidden Mickey over there. I
Yeah.
tell Brandy or whatever. She's like, we don't see it. We never see it.
A lot of people don't see it.
Yeah, but so
You see it, right?
No, I haven't seen it like in the past year, but I know I've seen it in the past.
I think they swapped them.
That must, yeah.
If you're, it used to be on the left
Mm.
chest plate. Now it's on the right.
Okay.
I think, but it's still there for sure. Yeah, it's just in the middle, just painted on very small,
Okay.
very tiny. And then you got the guy. I love it. The guy on the swinging cannon.
Yeah.
And then there's one guy being held by the other, like while he's trying to shoot, so he doesn't fall over.
It's cool because it just shows like the carelessness
Yeah.
of the pirates, and they don't care. They're shooting each other with a bunch of TNT barrels
Yeah.
around them. Oh, that is
and then it's like stuff still on fire.
yeah.
And then
They're just having a good time.
yeah, and the sounds. Now this just gets really old when you're backed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And then we have the final scene.
well, before we get there though,
Mm-hmm.
like I hate getting stuck, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
And they do it just because like they can. It's one of the like most packed rides you can have.
Mhm.
And park's busy, just add more boats. It's fine. You just have more people there instead of outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why they do it?
Yeah,
It makes sense.
and it's a continuous ride, so it's just like it's got the most guests per hour, I think.
Oh, wow.
Guests per hour is how you measure ride capacity.
Right.
Like People Mover used to be number one because you just
Because it's just,
so long. It's fixed. It's an Omni Mover type thing.
Yeah.
Where everything's just moving at the same rate. So
Yeah.
People Mover.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. I'm going to start a petition. I'm sure there's a petition.
Stop with the petitions.
Oh,
People tried to do a petition for Taco Bell not to get rid of potatoes, and it's like
and they got rid of potatoes?
it's they announced
They don't have the cheesy potato or burrito anymore?
all the grillers are gone next month, August 13th. Go get them.
Yep.
Potatoes will be breakfast only. 7-layer burrito gone.
Have you had the crunch wrap, the breakfast crunch wrap?
Delicious.
Great.
Bacon one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
absolutely amazing. But in Taco Bell news, they're getting rid of the 7-layer burrito, potatoes after breakfast. The quesarito will be only in the app.
Jesus, man. Are you part of Taco Bell Reddit?
Shh.
That's what it is.
It's called Living Moss.
Living Moss?
Yeah, man. Because there was a Taco Bell subreddit. There was a lot of drama, and we had to move. They kicked out Taco Bell Blake, who was like the #1 source of news for Taco Bell. And
oh God, I'm getting such.
so then we moved to Living Moss. The r/Taco Bell is more or less dead. So yeah, quesaritos app only. The spicy tostada gone. It wasn't that good, but the Mexican pizza's sticking around for some reason.
God, Jesus, I'm hungry.
All the loaded grillers are gone. And then
if they ever get rid of the crunch wrap, that's it.
I thought you moved to the cheesy gordita crunch.
It depends on my mood. Depends on the mood. I also love that Taco Bell is one of the fastest things on Postmates. Just saying.
Yeah, they're pretty great. But I think those are all things that are leaving. But they're bringing back the Grande Nacho box.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't tried the grilled cheese burrito and you're not on, it's cheese. You can have it on keto, Rain.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but that thing's very good. But yeah, R.I.P. to the potatoes and the spicy potato soft taco for $1.
R.I.P.
So, up the waterfall. Entered through a waterfall, and in Walt's words, exit through a waterfall. As you go up this waterfall that's covering the emergency exit steps, you see one of the worst animatronics in Disneyland.
Honestly,
Jack Sparrow with a lazy eye.
Honestly, has to be one of the worst animatronics in history, dude. Like in Disney history, anyways. Like even the older ones. I mean, then again, I haven't seen the older ones. You know what I mean? But still, does not look.
Lincoln is one of the older ones, man.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Why?
Mes amis. The way he says that. I hate it. Is it even Johnny Depp?
I think so. I would imagine.
It's so bad.
But
and
yeah,
he just like he's trying to be drunk and it's not good either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And
that's Brandy's main like celebrity crush.
Johnny Depp. Hey, he's good again.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he is. Did you see that weird stuff though? Like his finger got cut off. She cut off his finger and he wrote "I love you" in blood.
Oh,
some weird stuff.
Toxic relationship.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, did you see? There's a cute picture. He left. This is a while ago when he left that 6-hour. The
deposition or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this random girl comes up to him, and I guess we knew what happened, or I don't know. Gave him flowers and hugged him, and then there's another picture where she's gone, and he's just like smiling. I'm like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, back to the scene. Very bad.
Yeah.
Like so this is the story. He found the treasure, I guess. Is there a hidden Mickey here? Because I can never find one. I look every time.
I don't think so.
There's got to be though.
With all the stuff around.
Yeah.
You know what this little area reminds you of? It reminds me of the where Ariel is in her little like cave with all of her.
Ariel's grotto.
Is that's what it's called?
I think so.
Okay, there. With all her who's its and
what's galore.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I think it's like the lighting behind him or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like he's underwater a little bit.
Yeah. So every time I see that, that's the first thing I go to. I look for Ariel in the back, flounder, see if he's anywhere there.
And the keyhole.
And the keyhole, yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched the Little Mermaid 2.
Oh.
Yeah, again. No, it's not that good.
And that's RJ's favorite.
Yeah.
Except maybe Aladdin's his favorite, and he just like obviously, so he skipped past that.
Ursula's sister, Morgana, which I was like,
It's not her
Morgana.
name, is it?
Yeah, it's Morgana.
I thought it was
because I was like, wow, that's like from Persona 5.
Oh. That's an old name though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like an old lady name.
Mm.
And what's the daughter's name? Melody or
Melody.
something like that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that was fine. But I've been loving all my sequels.
I didn't like it.
Also, oh, you didn't like it?
No, it's not underwater. What's the point?
Some of it is. Also, Simba is a racist. Just
Who?
saying. Simba
Simba?
Yeah.
From Lion King.
from Lion King
Is a
2.
racist.
Yeah, he's a racist.
Because
Because Scar's son,
it's
it's like
dark.
he doesn't like his daughter mixing with Scar's.
I think it's because it's Scar, the evil guy, not because he's dark.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
Whatever.
I'm going to
Simba's-
cancel Simba.
maybe, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna get into it. But man, apparently this scene used to be pirates pushing the treasure up the
God,
side.
They should have left it.
Yeah,
They should have left
it's
it.
really bad, and he's like singing it poorly, and then
He's doing the yo ho.
yeah. It's just and then, but one of my favorite Disneyland things,
Mhm.
bats in the cave.
Yeah.
I love that. It's in a few. It's in
So simple, but effective.
It's in Big Thunder too, and I think it's in one more, but maybe Snow White. I don't remember.
Mhm.
But I love the little bats, just like closing, opening.
Yeah,
their eyes.
just the eyes hanging or like little lights hanging
Yeah.
from a little tiny string that you can't see. That's a nice
yeah,
effect.
I love it. And then you go up, and I like how you're back into like New Orleans a little
Mhm.
bit. You see like the
That must have been like a pirate thing, right? New Orleans.
maybe
I mean, it's in New Orleans Square. I don't know. I don't know if it's just so happened to be there.
and what stands out to me is the lattice fence.
No.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
little crisscross. And
Yeah.
then I always notice that like AC grate because it hits you with some like
Yeah.
fresh air.
And
And
then here comes everyone looking upset.
Yeah, but the parrot, who I think has been gone for a while or something.
Yeah.
But there's the parrot with the treasure map and the flag, and it's like a cool little last scene.
Mhm.
But it's a little weird because there's people standing in line as you're like
Just-
still on a ride, and
Yeah.
you're just like, don't look at them, don't make eye contact. I'm sitting here awkwardly,
Yeah.
like in shorts with my knees. It's just like it's
A
just
little
like,
bit wet, a little
Yeah.
bit musty. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the humidity down there.
I just feel so vulnerable when I get off the ride. But I do like the gentle floating. You're not just like kicked off the ride. You just float on a little bit,
Mhm.
and then you get off, and there's the accessible area where people are waiting.
Is there a track on Pirates?
Yes,
There is.
I think so. Yeah,
I don't think so.
there's totally a track.
It's not just a current.
No, because you drift left and right because it is bigger. You're not hitting you would be hitting the walls the whole time. It's not propelled by. The track is a groove in the ground like Small World. You're still
Okay.
you are propelled by the current. If that's
Right.
yeah, for sure.
There you go.
The track is
It's just to keep you steady, like in the middle.
to keep you on track.
Hey.
Hey. But okay,
Because the one from was it Shanghai, the one that could go backwards, make your boat go back. That is so cool.
I know people whine about the projections. That thing is
Insane.
so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go on that thing. But I also don't want to go to China for a number of reasons. But we're not off the ride yet. That little gate, it's like puffy, right?
Yeah.
And it's very light.
Yep.
It reminds me of like Toontown and Club Disney, like
Yeah.
a play gate. And
I always feel like I need to keep it open though.
yeah, you
But
gotta-
when do you let it go? That's the question.
when someone else grabs it and says thank you.
Oh.
But sometimes they don't grab it. They're just
Yeah.
like thanks and walking.
and
I'm
then
like,
you become the doorman.
yeah, you jerk.
Yeah.
You're not a doorman. You're a doormat. Everyone walking all over you. And then the people in your party just keep walking. Oh, where'd he go? It's like he's holding up the gate.
Yeah.
But then you go and you see the Pieces of 8 store, and it's not quite exit through the gift shop. And then you see like wheelchairs.
You know what?
parked.
You're right. You're not really exiting through the
But
gift
it's
shop
right
on
there.
this. It is, but you can completely avoid it.
Yeah,
if
and then
you
I
want to.
think you see Cafe Orleans, right? You see that window.
You know what? I was gonna say, is there any other ride that does that? But there are a lot of rides that don't push you through the gift shop.
Most of them don't.
Yeah. Most of
Small
them don't.
World, you can avoid it if you stay to the right or left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Haunted Mansion. There's the little stand when you walk out.
Oh yeah, you just exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost none of them, really. Surprisingly.
Star
Only
Tours.
Star Tours is just hardcore exit
Yeah.
to the gift shop.
That's two practically.
It's not
in
a
there.
gift shop. That is a store.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what was my closing segment? Why didn't I write it down? But are we done talking about the ride?
I think so. I have a question.
All right.
And it's a question that was brought up to me because I was watching something. I forgot what it is. But I haven't heard this since I was like in 4th grade. Pirates or ninjas?
Oh, pirates. I think
Really?
this was my closing segment.
Was it
or
really?
part of it. Pirates, dude. Ninjas? Who cares?
I love ninjas.
I never
So-
dressed up as a ninja.
I wanted to do it every single year, and my mom said no.
Did you ever do it?
No, because she dressed me up as a, check this out, 4th grade, right? Innocent child. My mom's like, you know what? You go to a Catholic school. I have a perfect costume for you. A pimp.
What?
I was a pimp.
Your mom chose that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
So I was a pimp.
Especially we didn't really know what that was when we were kids.
I had
now that we know what they are,
I had
it's
no
really
idea.
we thought they were just silly dressed people.
Dude, I had money in my hand, and I was like, ha ha ha.
Like zebra with purple and stuff.
And I had hair coming out of my
Oh
chest.
my god.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a picture somewhere.
This has to be part of the posts this week. It's really bad.
Yep, I was a
Oh
pimp.
my god.
I was a pimp. I was a hippie.
What's funny is in 5th grade I dressed up as a pirate.
Did you?
Like our whole class did. Or no, that was 6th grade.
Mm,
The whole class had to have a theme, so we were like 10 pirates. It was really cool.
yeah. I was the Blue Man Group one year. Yeah.
Oh my god, you did Blueface?
I did
Oh, you're
Blueface.
canceled. Wow.
Tobias Fimke.
Freaking
Yeah, I was a pimp.
that's insane
Mm-hmm.
that your mom picked that.
Mm-hmm.
And she listens?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably behind that. That's fine.
Yeah.
She gets here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
And I was in a Catholic school, and dude, people loved it. Parents came up to us like, "That is so funny!" Ha 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 ha.
I think even parents didn't really understand what it was back then. Because
I don't know.
because it to us it really just seemed like a silly guy dressed a certain way.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I thought.
like a zoot suit guy, you know, like
Exactly.
but instead it's like, nah, it's human trafficking and stuff. That's really terrible. I was a Harry Potter twice,
Mm.
Mickey Mouse twice,
Mm.
hockey player probably twice.
Mm.
I liked being things twice. I don't know why. Because
Yeah.
I really like the costumes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's ninjas? Why ninjas?
Number one, I was like, I have this like infatuation as a kid of Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Scorpion and
Sub-Zero
Sub-Zero.
and Scorpion. Always wanted to be them. I was 5 years old, right? The first Mortal Kombat movie came out. My uncle took me to the movies. He's like, it's gonna be a great, little uncle nephew trip, right? We get to the movies. The intro scene is I forget his name, not Shere Khan. No, that's from Jungle Book. But the bad guy rips Liu Kang's head off or whatever, or his brother's head off.
Does the skull come with the spine come with it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Oh, not this time.
Yeah, not this time. But he does that. I start crying. And so my uncle's like, what do I do? So we left. So I didn't get to watch Mortal Kombat, but I was still in love with it after that. I don't know what it was, if it was the video game or what, but
Jeez.
yeah. And then I watched Naruto when I was like 18, then love ninjas again.
Yeah, I don't care about ninjas at all. Although I'm probably gonna buy Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I think I am
But
too,
he
actually,
goes-
eventually.
Yeah, but that's different.
Beverly Hills Ninja, great, funny movie.
I have not seen that.
No? Chris Farley?
No.
No, funny movie.
Yeah, pirates for sure. I think,
I love pirates too, though. Don't get me wrong.
but I love like the ship, the ocean,
When-
the shanties.
Yeah.
Have I talked about Black Flag on here? A little bit because of the
Yeah.
Columbia.
You love that game, right?
That's
Your favorite Assassin's Creed?
That's what like got me into pirates even more, and that was like 2014.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, having your own ship, sailing open seas. I know like pirates are bad, but like, man, that's just and the imagery, the ocean, blue water, blue skies, green palm trees, the Caribbean.
I don't know if I talked about it when I was on here or on the show, or I just told you about it, but when Black Flag was announced, that was the first year I went to Comic-Con,
Mhm.
and they rented a pirate ship and let you go on the pirate ship to demo the game.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And on the top of the ship, the galley, I don't know, the
deck.
deck. Oh, sure. Yeah. The deck of the ship. On the deck of the ship.
Galley is food.
Oh, okay.
Like harbor galley.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
On the deck of the ship, it was sponsored by Schick. So half of the deck was dedicated to barbers who were there shaving you. Yeah. So you can get a nice clean shave right after you play some Assassin's Creed on a pirate ship.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I have a video of Sos getting shaved.
That's ridiculous.
It was
But-
great.
Yeah,
Back when Comic Con was amazing.
yeah, pirates are like one of the coolest things to me. Ocean, islands, ships, singing shanties and
Have
all
you
that.
heard? I think I talked about it last week actually. Ailstorm. They're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah,
Pirate metal.
Pirate metal.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
So yeah, definitely pirates over. What are ninjas? What, they're in the night. They sneak around. Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah. Some have magic powers.
yeah, and ninjas were never real.
No?
They didn't dress up like. Why would?
Were pirates real though?
Okay, yes,
Like 100%?
not the buried treasure thing.
Yeah.
We still have pirates.
That's true. That's true. What's the
Look at me. I
the,
am the captain.
the Tom Hanks movie?
Yeah. Somali pirates and stuff.
Yeah.
They're still around, man. Yeah, pirates are totally real, and I think some of the people we knew, like the names, I don't want to say any because I might be totally wrong, but like they're real people in real life. But why would you bury treasure? Like why would you bury it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, I really like pirates and ninjas. Okay, the concept of a ninja might be real, but if you're trying to blend in with a crowd and hide, why would you wear all black and cover your face? It's like super obvious.
I'll give it to you. It's like the complete opposite of what Assassin's Creed.
What do you mean?
When you try to blend into the crowd, they're Altair.
Yeah,
Ezio, they're wearing white.
You know, but they blend in with the priests. You do the praying pose, and they're bringing that back in Valhalla because you do that and you blend in with like monks and stuff. But yeah, if you were a ninja, you wouldn't dress up different than everyone else because then you'd be like, oh, look at that ninja.
Yeah.
Although some people think it was like because of stage shows, they would dress up in black as if like, oh, you don't see me because I'm in black.
Like the stage hands or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, pirates over ninjas any day. Now, I did have something else. Oh, right. You think about Disneyland like every week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day?
every hour. Not minute. I'm not going to give it that much, but at least once an hour.
Okay. So I'm going to call this segment, We Had It So Good.
Hey, hashtag we had it so good.
What's like just one thing, one big thing you've been thinking about this week?
Okay. I was thinking about this last night on the way home. One thing that if like, let's say Disneyland was like, you can come back right now. COVID doesn't exist anymore, right? I go back. I don't think I'm going to go on a ride at first. I think I'm going to go to Disneyland, sit down somewhere, and just take it in. Just sitting and people watching is one of the things I miss the most. So yeah, I just want to sit down somewhere in Disneyland and be in the ambiance.
Yeah, my thing, I think because we talked about it last week, was probably Grizzly Peak Airfield. Just go there, listen to the music. Probably grab a bite to eat before then, or like go to Smoke Jumper or something like, and just sit down, take it in, the smells, the sounds, the music. Like, I just want to hear the loops and stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, Grizzly Peak's like a big one for me because it feels so nice to be there.
Yeah,
and Paradise Pier, but
that
RIP.
Grizzly Peak for the longest time, I remember, was one of the only areas in the park that had Wi-Fi.
Huh? Oh, because the hotel.
But it was Disneyland Wi-Fi, not Disney Hotel Wi-Fi. Does it matter? Like a free guest Wi-Fi network.
That may have been hotel Wi-Fi.
Maybe.
But now it's free because
everywhere, right?
Because of MaxPass.
They need.
How mad would you be if you had no service, but you paid for this thing?
Right.
And it's like really bad internet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's we had it so good. But
we will have it good.
Yeah,
again.
we always like try to turn it around with that, but like we're both just very sad.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll watch Zootopia.
All right. Sounds good.
We will go back someday. We will ship you guys your masks.
We have some new merch coming out eventually.
Oh right, we just okay. I guess you announced that.
Oh,
we didn't bring it up before.
Yeah.
I
mean, technically, our masks are merch.
Well, they're not buying it though.
No,
we've never asked anyone to pay for anything.
No.
So, we will not monetize the podcast. I'll beat Rainwater up if he suggests it
on YouTube. Hey,
wait,
if ads come in,
ads come in.
No,
I'm shutting the no.
If we get magic candles sent to us, we get magic candles sent to us.
No, we are not going to read ads. I'm saying this on air, so I have to hold you to it.
You do.
I'm never going to read an ad, and an ad is not ever going to play.
Will you buy me my magic candles?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Dude, what's more impartial than buying your own things to review them?
True.
Consumer Reports would buy their own cars.
Oh, are you serious?
They would buy a car to review it.
So there's no bias.
No bias.
Oh.
Yeah, and look, I know reviewers, they're biased, whatever. It's like, have you seen The Last of Us 2 review copy? It's a chest, like 3 feet wide by 2 feet tall. It comes with an art book, a steel book, I think guitar picks,
probably the Ellie
a bunch
statue.
of stuff with the statue, a bunch of stuff with Ellie's tattoo on it, an art book, like the soundtrack, and like there's like moss growing in it, fake.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but I'm not biased, even though Sony was extremely nice to me. So
hey, look at the player reviews and the critic reviews on Metacritic.
no, that's just people being dumb.
Yeah,
I'm sure the game was amazing, but I'm not gonna play it for a long time. But so now that cat's out of the bag, so I'm pretty sure the reason we want to do merch is because Rainwater wants his own merch.
I guess. I mean,
Come on, you just want cool stuff. You wanted pins and all that stuff, so you're making pins.
I like I like branding.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
So the way it's gonna be, we're gonna try to stick to this. If you want it, it's not there yet. If you want it, it'll be there for you to purchase. We're not gonna push it. It's gonna be in mousekeeping in the future. I want to say and if you want merch or if you're looking for merch, it's available here.
Yeah, it's not going to support the podcast.
The podcast, and no amount of money will ever support the stupid things we buy all the time. Yeah. But we have jobs. We don't need your money. It's fine. Now, I don't ever want to say, please buy our merch.
Oh, okay.
I want to really try to not say those words.
How do we say it?
Like, and if you're looking for Trammin merch, it's available here.
Okay.
Check it out. Because then it's like, I don't like this Gary V guy.
Who's Gary V?
Exactly. I didn't know because who cares?
Yeah.
He's one of those motivational people. But my friends really like him, and they went on his little podcast or whatever, and he's like, the moment you ask your listeners or viewers for money, it's like transactional.
Oh, okay.
You're putting something on them, like, please spend money on me.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to be like that. I don't think we're going to there's not going to be any like crazy markup on this stuff or whatever, but it's going to be like, hey, we bought cameras and this Rodecaster, and like maybe someday it'll like pay for itself. You know what I mean? But like, we're good with money and all that kind of thing.
And it would just be putting it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we get anything, we could buy a fourth mic or stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's going to be for that. So it's not going to be like we will never support ourselves off this podcast because we're not going to get 60,000 listeners a week or whatever. You know what I mean? So no ads, none of that. And when the merch is available, if you want to have it, it will be there, only because the merch is going to be super cool, and we're not going to give out free pins because they're going to cost a lot of money. Yeah. And Rain loves pins, and he's going to make them.
I'm a big pin fan.
Yeah. So, but like stickers, we'll hand out stickers. Even the masks, we're handing them out because, why not?
It's fun.
We want to get our stuff out there, but wear it, buy it if you want it. And because it just costs money. There's only so many things we can give out.
Right.
So it's going to happen. It's going to be super cool, and it's going to be original.
No Mickey ears.
No Mickey ears. No Mickey silhouette. Everything will...
And no hipster Mickey.
He's still there.
Did
you see the story I sent you?
Yes.
He lives.
No. Go away, hipster Mickey.
So everything you see will be custom art made by either me, Rain, or Sos. No copyright, no trademark infringement, no cease and desist letters from Disney. So it'll be cool. Yeah. And we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to doing it correctly. Rain?
Yeah. Hey, I thought I did it correctly. Anyways, you guys will see.
But yeah, so we'll get to that. So yeah, this was fun. Maybe if you guys like this, please, no one ever writes in. And I know people are listening. We're getting steady 100 listeners and more now, and people are going back. So we're growing. Please DM one of us. Give us some thoughts. We're not going to feel insulted. Don't say this was bad. Then
this was like a first almost like ride through Disneyland.
Yeah,
ride.
And I've noticed maybe the Downtown Disney one, even though I think it turned out okay. People really don't like ride refurbs. It's like our lowest one. Yeah. I don't know why. It's not over 100. Weird. Maybe because of the name.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe because it was a very negative episode.
No, Reskinned was negative.
Reskinned was a
But
negative one.
Refurbs was like 8 or 9, or it was episode 8, and it's just like not doing well. I mean, it's doing fine,
Yeah.
but it's just like
But like the newer episodes that come out destroy the
yeah,
for some
which
reason.
is interesting. I wonder if people don't get what it is, because
Yeah.
we were like, we talked about positive stuff, like how to add projections and they're
Yeah.
good, what we would
Yeah,
do
you're
to
right.
indie.
You're right.
So, yeah, but what I do want is like, for this episode specifically, was this good? Because I know with Downtown Disney, it was very listy, and we didn't have much to say about things. This, we went down a list, but we had a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
So, if this was good, let us know. If it was just completely terrible, just be like, maybe don't do these too often.
Do better next time.
Yeah. If there's some improvements or things you want to hear or see, not yet.
But soon.
Let us know,
Yeah.
because if people like this, and if it does well, but the numbers don't mean everything. If people like this, we'll do more of these. There are a ton of rides, dude. There's like 50 attractions.
Jeez.
So we, and we won't do them often. It's just like, hey, what do we do? And this wasn't a filler thing. It was like this week, man, I was like hearing Pirates music in my head. I'm like,
dude,
man,
like
let's talk about Pirates.
Yeah, if we do a Haunted Mansion episode of this, oh my god,
that would kill.
Yeah,
people love Haunted Mansion, but like, and part of this, like, I want to ride things again. But Pirates, I see the whole thing so vividly in my head. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this episode for Alice in Wonderland unless we went on it a few times.
Yeah,
even though I've been on it recently, it doesn't stick in your head.
Yeah, you know how I asked Pirates versus Ninjas?
Yeah.
I feel like the Disney version of that is Pirates versus Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
Right?
That's a big...
Yeah. You know
Man,
what?
we could do like some head-to-head things.
Yeah.
My brother really wants like top 10 lists, but that's like a YouTube thing.
I like top 10 lists.
We
too.
could do top 10 lists.
Yeah.
And dude, we can even do that where we stare at the camera when it exists,
Mhm.
because we're going to work on our framing and stuff. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
We could become YouTubers.
Oh my God, you said it. You said it.
We won't become YouTubers because we're not going to make money on YouTube.
Mhm.
Although I wonder, are you allowed to make YouTube red money? No, it's not called that anymore.
YouTube Premium.
YouTube Premium money if you don't have ads? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
YouTube-
100 listeners. We're not going to make any
Dude,
money.
YouTube ads is so weird.
No, I
It's a
don't.
whole nother.
I have Premium. I haven't seen a YouTube ad ever.
Me too.
Like, it's not worth
Yeah.
it. But yeah, maybe we'll do that stuff in the future because people love lists.
Mhm.
But you got to like present it as a list, not on a podcast.
Yeah.
Now I did have one more thing. We were talking about Alice. Dang, why do I do this? Because I don't have paper here to write it down. Okay, talking about Alice. Favorite things, rides. The heck were we talking about?
Pirates of the
Episodes, Pirates.
Caribbean versus Caribbean. We've talked about
we
it.
talked
before.
about that.
Yeah.
Caribbean for sure.
Yep. Caribbean when
Hold
you
on,
like.
hold on. Oh, I was just gonna bring a random comment. The Alice in Wonderland music from Kingdom Hearts
Mhm.
has been playing in my head all week, like constantly, and it happens all the time. It's a really good track.
Yeah. it's
So
really good.
that's it. Go play Kingdom Hearts.
Please.
Hopefully soon, as my brother always mistakenly says, watch Trammin. He always tells people, watch Trammin. I'm like, you can't watch it.
But you will soon.
You will soon. We will put up an archive of non-video episodes, which are just a pain to make.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you next week for an undecided topic.
See you
Thanks.
guys.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Yeah. See you real soon.